Okay, let's be real here. We all know that walking into the gym for the first time can be terrifying. You don't know where anything is. Everyone in there looks like they've been training since birth, and it just feels like they're all in on this secret that everyone knows except for you. So if that's you, you are not the only one. When I first started going to the gym, I did this thing where I would hang out in the cardio section or off in a corner somewhere and just get a full view of the gym so that I could make all these little mental notes of exactly where everything was at. And it was like my way of just dipping my toe in the water before I fully jumped in. But that's not going to be you because even the most confident people you see in the gym started exactly where you are. And today I'm going to help you make that leap. In this video, I'll be giving you a quick beginner tour of the gym. And not just the physical layout, but of how to walk in confidently and know exactly what to do when you get there. Because I've said it once and I'm going to keep saying it over and over. This is not about being perfect. It's about just showing up and knowing the basics and giving yourself permission to learn. And even if you did look confused in there, anyone who notices that is just going to assume you're trying to figure it all out. One thing that you might not know about the gym regulars is that we have nothing but respect for the people who are at least trying. So when you first walk in, you'll usually see the front desk. Don't be afraid here to ask them for a tour. It's totally normal and they're used to that. And it's also a perfect way for you to make those mental notes I talked about earlier without having to hide in a corner like I did. Then you'll usually see the cardio area. So this is where you have your treadmills, stationary bikes, stair machines. This is a great place to start as a beginner because it's low pressure and pretty familiar for everyone. And usually a 5 to 10 minute warm up here will help you calm your nerves. Then you have the weight machines. These will also be your best friend as a beginner because they're guided, they're simple to use, and they have the instructions right on the side. I really like the weight machines because they help you get used to the correct movement and they kind of force you into the proper form before you move on to the free weights. The free weight section is where you'll see the squat racks, the bench press, and that big long mirror with all of the dumbbells lined up that progressively get bigger and bigger. This is where I've noticed that a lot of newcomers, especially the girls, tend to feel intimidated. But don't worry because we're going to build up to this area together. So for now, I would say just observe it and get comfortable. And if your gym has a stretching area, this is also a great place to start or end your workout, especially if you just need a quick little breather or some downtime. I like to go into one of the studio rooms if there's not a class going on in there because I can just turn the lights low, do my stretches, and kind of just relax in there before I move on. My biggest tip for walking in confidently is to show up with a plan. Even if that's just, okay, I'm going to walk on the treadmill for 10 minutes and try one or two machines, that is totally enough. Because something important to know about the gym is that everyone you see in there is so completely focused on themselves. They're all worried about their own form or what rep they're on or whatever song that just came on their playlist that is throwing them off. So, I mean this in the nicest way possible when I tell you no one is worried about what you're doing. No one's judging you. And if anything, like I said before, they admire you for just showing up. And one thing that I have learned about self confidence is that it's not about having all the answers right away. It's about starting before you do and figuring the rest out as you go. We've all heard it before. Sometimes you just gotta fake it till you make it. This is gonna sound pretty obvious, but you should wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. And you're obviously gonna wanna bring water, most likely some headphones, and definitely your plan. If I'm not taking a Pilates or a bar class that day, I will usually just have my workouts in the notes app on my phone. Or you can even bring a little notebook and have your workout written down in there. And if music helps you, definitely make a good playlist. I learned this from running. You will be amazed at what good music can do for your mindset during your workout. I will just ask one favor though, and that is if you're into sad girl music like I am sometimes, I would highly recommend leaving that playlist alone while you're at the gym. Just trust me on this one. So, if there's one thing you take away from this video, just know that the gym is not for one specific body type. It's not for the experts or the athletes. It's literally for anyone who just wants to feel stronger, and that includes you now. So give yourself 3 or 4 visits before you decide how it feels. And yeah, you might still feel nervous at the end of that, but that's okay. Just don't let the nervousness stop you. Because, fun fact actually, your brain has the same exact physiological response whether you feel nervous about something or excited. What actually matters is how your brain labels that response. So, for example, if you tell yourself that you're nervous about something, your brain's going to start freaking out and scanning for danger. But if you reframe that and tell yourself that you're excited instead, then your brain thinks, okay, we're pumped, let's do this. So it's a little technique called anxiety reappraisal, and it's super simple. Once I learned it, it became a complete game changer in so many situations for me because it's hard to calm your body down when it's already feeling activated. So instead, just say, I'm not nervous, I'm excited. And literally, like magic, your brain is going to change its perception. So try it. And when you walk into the gym, just remember that you've already done the hardest part by showing up. Get excited about that. And now that you've watched this whole video and you know everything I just told you, you're already ahead of 90% of the people who never even take that first step. That's something to be proud of on its own. And in the next video, I'll be taking it one step further and I'm going to guide you through a beginner friendly full body workout that you can do your very first time in the gym. There's going to be no guesswork, no overthinking, just some simple moves that'll help you start to feel strong and amazing. So if you haven't already, subscribe below so you don't miss that. And let me know in the comments what is something about the gym that still makes you feel nervous so I can help guide you through that. And don't worry, you got this. So I'll see you in the next video.